better be for Pain. Rel Braum is okay. So the lane is fine. I'm just trying to think about the rest of the champions. 3 people that have to go in. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think that the 2 strengths of Braum, right, are mitigating AD carry impact and making any...
Then also onto Woody, and that buys them space to move towards this Drake. With that being said, the Skarner is very obviously top lane as well, and it's similar story to game 1 where Pain is going to take the early Drake. They're going to give away the early grubs. And we know how that one turned out. They stacked the Soul and managed to win the game. So Pain's going to be very happy taking this trade one more time.
So Maple doing pretty well, and the isolated 1v1 means might be able to leverage that grub buff a bit more on a side lane. You feel like just getting the early MR out of Mercs, the extra movement speed helps so much more.
Yeah, he's going to be really delayed, and this could be a kill.
Lockdown there, Visor in trouble, but the initial damage coming in for the Rumble is massive. Over the wall is the buy, trying to finish it. Visor still living! He's still alive, Juju wants to follow him, the shield is now coming through! He's overheating, Meganar, Aji holding on, first blood, they managed to finish the kill, now trying to get out the Q round, trying to get close to Aji, one more second, no! The Dente blow's not enough, Deathbit to finish the kill! Oh God, a game! Just threatening Cheaton in the picture-in-picture there. Pain Gaming determined to set up for grubs. It'll only take PSG getting 1 to get them the might spawn. As Junja starting to speed forward, finds the initial CC, the initial knockup. Ulti now coming back to Curry. They've locked up 2 members, but a Jean Kato off to the side, hoping to bring it back. Braum Unbreakable does a little bit of work. Faja doing a lot of damage down, and Pain Gaming might just be better in the fight. Woody getting caught up, but they want a little bit more. Betty locked up. Maple not quite able to hit on the Shuriken flip. Aja coming in though, and he's just untouched. The Gnar ready to take over, but he needs to start stacking rage, but he's just tired. He has the debuff on, he can't stack anything. Finally now getting it. Cheaton standing behind Jean Kato, ready to take over. He might not even need another item. Q3 there. Maple. And while Maple's in a decent position, he just cannot finish these kills off. Jean Kato, the edge is debut.
Trying to make a deep run here. It has to start here with a win against Pain after they drop game 1. Still in a relatively comfortable position, but I think definitely a lot sweatier than it was 2 minutes ago. Now that the second Drake has gone over to Pain, knowing how they won the first game by stacking Drakes. And if they can also kind of slow play this bot lane and get 2 outer turrets with really no retaliation possible, it's going to likely blow open a lot more.
Not favoring them right now.
I don't think they can do anything at this turret, actually.
Q-Flash, Junja on the way in. A lot of base damage coming in strong there. Now she's just taking his time. Doesn't even have Mega yet. Just continues to autos, gets those. Braum is in trouble. Cheaton maybe can offer him a way to get out. Immediate ulti coming through. Sidestep by all 3 members of PSG. Cheaton in the midst of the enemy team. Jean Kato, Q3 ready. TP if he needs to. Pain Gaming looking to kick this fight off.
Yeah, they just want to flip it.
Lockdown there onto Karaoke. Should just be an immediate kill onto the Vi. Excellent follow-up coming as well from the Gnar. And now Woody trying to disrupt the rest of the fight. Jean Kato in the midst of the fight, but he does not have the ulti. Q3 going to be taken out to safety.
They always have pressure somewhere, and Pain can never feel like they're in the right spot. So you could see Pain really wanted to contest that Drake, but they didn't have any waves pushed. They had poor vision. And
Q3 on the Junja does not do much damage. The Skarner felt lackluster in the previous game in the face of the Sejuani, but in this game where he's so tanky and so far ahead, very hard for them to delete him, but not quite going to be the catch of cards as Woody's in the midst of the entire team. Karaoke now trying to retreat. Maple, big damage coming in from that Storm Surge. Ulti coming through as well, interrupting the fate.
PSG wants, I think they're willing to dive these side lanes if they find the right look, but if they don't, they still have 5 grubs. They get the majority of the turret every time they move up with a wave, and it's just a matter of time until they extend the gold lead.
Pain Gaming hoping maybe that a member of PSG will be caught out.
Yeah.
For some sort of pick, some sort of aggressive move, but they'll always be doing it at a gold and vision disadvantage. As Junja starting things off, suppression there, stopping Rumble from ulting. Visor in trouble. Will he get anything else done? Desperation ult, crucially, or it would have just been a kill. But now another tier 2 falling. Gnar already splitting in the bottom lane. Someone needs to match, but Yone needs to go back to base, which makes everything so damn tricky. Bit of poke onto Junja maybe slows the Baron, but again, Baron probably not their priority with this particular composition. Is now maybe. Desperation pick on the side lane. Can they take out the Gnar? Jean Kato on the way in. Woody here to cover as well. Aja waiting for the ulti, waiting for the perfect time. Flash in, massive engage. Aja still standing. Knock back on 2-3. Doesn't have to throw them into the wall. Doesn't think he has the range, but Maple's there. And Maple has more than enough damage to do the work himself. Maple and Betty just cleaning up. Cheaton, the last man standing.
I think that's probably going to do it. PSG with a dominant game 2 here, only 24 minutes in, looking to finish off the ace. But even if they don't, they're going to be pushing these, especially with the Skarner.
Through the wall, yeah, into the wall. There's the snap engage as predicted. We've seen that exact engage twice this game, I want to say. And this time the ulti catching Curry. Mid animation as he goes back, so support out of the game. Cheaton stepping up here. Junja immediate flash in, tries to find the knockback. Cheaton living for a brief extra moment, but they're going to need to block with everything they've got. Have to be careful of the curtain call as well. So many things to take into account, but Cheaton's still alive. Maple, though, finally joining the fight. The damage from the Akali is good. Carry up, keeping.
Okay, now we're 15 seconds. So it is slow. Like, you can see why they haven't done it.
They're hilariously ahead.
That was a 20-second.
Yeah, that took forever. And Maple continues to threaten on side. They don't have a ton of range. They don't have a ton of poke. Although, as I said, Maple might be ready to go in.
Just thinking about it.
But the wave clear outside of Pain, not great either. Immediately, they're going to try to follow up. Nice disruption coming from Junja. They find a shutdown initially. Knockback into 2, though. Gnar and Skarner together doing work. The beefy boys on the front line getting it done as Maple comes in to clean up. Cheaton going in, trying to finish on Maple. He doesn't hit the Q. Oh, he gave everything he had. One last desperation effort, and PSG, they've only got 3 creeps. But now with the bot lane coming in, they should just end it here.
Yeah, pretty respectable engage there by Pain, down this much gold, being able to get 2 kills, but that was always going to be the final outcome when they try to have that last fight. 2 Nexus turrets down, and soon to be followed by Nexus.
Nexus will fall as well. PSG striking back in game 2 to tie the series up.